In today's program, On the Good Red Road, selections from Black Elk Speaks, Part 2 of 2, will continue to share some of the wise remarks recorded in the book Black Elk Speaks. Black Elk was born in 1863 as a member of the Oglala Lakota Sioux tribe, whose people lived in today's Wyoming in the western United States. Starting at age 9, Black Elk was led by inner visions to protect both the indigenous lands and his people. His ultimate symbolic mission was to bring back the tree of life so that it bloomed, thus restoring his own nation and leading the Lakota people to walk the Red Road, the road of good. Black Elk was revered by his fellow tribespeople as a holy man who could also heal injury and sickness through the grace of God or the Great Spirit. In 1930, Black Elk agreed to an interview by John Neihardt, an American writer and poet. Mr. Neihardt later published the book Black Elk Speaks, a vivid and moving account of Lakota life and spiritual traditions.
Now the fifth grandfather spoke, the oldest of them all, the spirit of the sky. My boy, he said, I have sent for you, and you have come. My power you shall see. He stretched his arms and turned into a spotted eagle hovering. Behold, he said, all the wings of the air shall come to you, and they and the winds and the stars shall be like relatives. You shall go across the earth with my power. Then the eagle soared above my head and fluttered there. And suddenly the sky was full of friendly wings, all coming toward me. Now I knew the sixth grandfather was about to speak, he who was the spirit of the earth, and I saw that he was very old, but more as men are old. His hair was long and white, his face was all in wrinkles, and his eyes were deep and dim. I stared at him, for it seemed I knew him somehow, and as I stared, he slowly changed, for he was growing backwards into youth, and when he became a boy, I knew that he was myself, with all the years that would be mine at last. When he was old again, he said, My boy, have courage, for my power shall be yours, and you shall need it, for your nation on the earth will have great troubles. Come. He rose and tottered out through the rainbow door, and as I followed, I was riding on the bay horse who had talked to me at first and led me to that place. Then the bay horse stopped and faced the black horses of the west, and a voice said, They have given you the cup of water to make live the greening day, and also the bow and arrow to destroy. The bay neighed, and the 12 black horses came and stood behind me, 4 abreast. The bay faced the sorrels of the east, and I saw that they had morning stars upon their foreheads, and they were very bright. And the voice said, They have given you a power that is peace, and the good red day. The bay neighed, and the 12 sorrels stood behind me, 4 abreast. My horse now faced the buckskins of the south, and a voice said, They have given you the sacred stick, and your nation's hoop, and the yellow day, and in the center of the hoop you shall set the stick, and make it grow into a shielding tree and bloom. The bay neighed, and the 12 buckskins came and stood behind me, 4 abreast.
Brilliant viewers, let's now pause for a moment to pray for peace among all people and beings on this planet. We'll be right back after a short message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back, ingenious viewers. The vision Black Elk had was truly remarkable. He was bestowed with this vision due to his purity of heart and high spiritual development. For the Native American people, spirituality permeates every aspect of life. It is as easily accessed as breathing the air or feeling the sun on one's skin.
You have noticed that everything an Indian does is in a circle, and that is because the power of the world always works in circles, and everything tries to be round. In the old days, when we were a strong and happy people, all our power came to us from the sacred hoop of the nation, and so long as the hoop was unbroken, the people flourished. The flowering tree was the living center of the hoop, and the circle of the four quarters nourished it. The east gave peace and light. The south gave warmth, the west gave rain, the north with its cold and mighty wind gave strength and endurance. The knowledge came to us from the outer world with our religion. Everything the power of the world does is done in a circle. The sky is round, and I have heard that the earth is round like a ball, and so are all the stars. The wind, in its greatest power, whirls. Birds make their nests in circles, for theirs is the same religion as ours. The sun comes forth and goes down again in a circle. The moon does the same, and both are round. Even the seasons form a great circle in their changing, and always come back again to where they were. The life of a man is a circle, from childhood to childhood, and so it is in everything where power moves. Our teepees were round like the nests of birds, and these were always set in a circle, the nation's hoop, a nest of many nests, where the Great Spirit meant for us to hatch our children.
Throughout history, from culture to culture, there's a common thread in every spiritual belief. It is the understanding that we can only fulfill our highest purpose on earth by letting go of the ego and being united with the God or the Great Spirit. According to Black Elk's account, the use of any spiritual vision first requires that the vision be given away, shared with others who can witness its intent as being for the greater good.
I think I have told you, but if I have not, you must have understood, that a man who has a vision is not able to use the power of it until after he has performed the vision on earth for the people to see. You remember that my great vision came to me when I was only 9 years old, but I was not much good for anything until after I had performed the horse dance near the mouth of the Tongue River during my 18th summer. It was even then, only after the ceremony in which I performed my dog vision, that I had the power to practice as a medicine man, curing sick people, and many I cured with the power that came through me. Of course, it was not I who cured, it was the power from the cosmos, and the visions and ceremonies had only made me like a hole through which the power could come to the two-leggeds. If I thought that I was doing it myself, the hole would close up and no power could come through. Then everything I could do would be foolish. There were other parts of my great vision that I still had to perform before I could use the power that was in those parts. If you think about my great vision again, you will remember how the red man turned into a bison and rolled, and that the people found the good red road after that.
If you will read again what is written, you will see how it was.
To use the power of the bison, I had to perform that part of my vision for the people to see. This ceremony was not a long one, but it had great meaning, because it made a picture of the relation between the people and the bison, and the power was in the meaning. It is from understanding that power comes, and the power in the ceremony was in understanding what it meant. For nothing can live well except in a manner that is suited to the way the sacred power of the world lives and moves.
Gracious viewers, it's been a pleasure to have your company on today's Words of Wisdom.